queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the volume, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never look luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. My swag, about tag on I got it in the bag, man. Getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the volume, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture,
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea, headlining shows out in Poland, you should be cleaning my mansion, my peasants disgusting, why don't you act like a Hoffman, and go get to dustin', yeah, latex on my, go clean my crown, can hear the haters from way up here, they don't make a sound, money goes on these, white paint on my toes, when I see that new bay alert, gon' be mad, jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you, remember this face cause I'm that, you gon' lose too, dripping in ice, you looking at, you, it's squad goals win, are you pretty like no.
I never did anybody, but I got something.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Deidron Simmett.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Inside. Hey, take 26. Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On second down, here's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 48 yards.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a first down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jake Ryan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Zoom. We are going.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams from 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw again. Drops it to Jones to the flat. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Over. Jumbo! Yeah, Liz. Run. That's fine.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 50 yards.
He wasn't ready.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he powers his way up past the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
26. Hey, check 26. Zoom. Hey, Mike. Okay, over here. Strong right.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rodgers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. On the move to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down.
88. Gun. Back to north. Switch. That's fine, yeah. No.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ted McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Shaquille Barrett coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, 21. But you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
21.
They go play action with Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Gun.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Hey, express, express. Hey, express, express. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, the 20, 10.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. 42. Left. 20, 20. Right.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Hey, South. Space, space. 11. 11.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game.
Hey, let's go.
Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
We're ready. Hey, gun. Gun.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Joe, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Now he's going the other way. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Crosby puts it through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they say.
Left. Ready. Back 25.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Black. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
12.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Tuesday. Space. 11.
To throw again is Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through. all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Jones. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Inside. Oko, over here. Jump out. Oko, over here.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. 58.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Hey, where y'all going?
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle made by the second-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Jones, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards, and he'll be taken down here. And you've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.